So I stopped in Best Buy about a week and a half ago and I saw these wireless earbuds. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and pick them up and try them out. Now, before I did that, I did do a bunch of research. I did a bunch of comparisons, like online comparisons. I read hundreds of reviews. The reason I was even doing all this in the first place is because, as you all know, like I know, most of the cell phones now that we're getting or that we're going to get later on, they're getting rid of the headphone jack. To me personally, it sucks. I love my headphone jack. But since they're getting rid of it, we got to do what we got to do. So I figure if I'm going to go ahead and get some Bluetooth earbuds, it may as well be some of the ones, it's got to be at least close to the best, if not the best. And the best don't necessarily mean spending the most money. So I got these Jabra Elite 65T. I already unpacked it and they right here in the case. But I know you asking, what is all this on my desk? Why do you have these earmuffs? I got two sets of earmuffs on the desk. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. But right now, if you go and get these earbuds, this is what it would look like once you open up the box. Open up the box. The earbuds was actually sitting right there when I first opened up the box. Let me show you this real quick because this was kind of silly to me. So when I first opened up the box, I saw this tab. It was actually like this. So when I pulled it open in my car, the earbuds fell right out in my lap. I was like, man, that could have been crazy if I would have been outside. So anyway, when you open up the box, the only thing in there is going to be this package. You got the book. And then you got this very small micro USB. Super small. You probably won't even use that. And another thing that came in the box, some extra tips. You got the small and then you got the large. The medium tips came installed on the earbuds already right out the box. I'm going to tell you some of the things I like, some of the things I don't like. So let's talk about the case. When you first get them, you get two chargers out of the case itself. The case is actually, it not only do it hold the earbuds and charge them up, but it's actually a battery inside of this. Now, without wasting no time, I'm going to tell you right out, I hate this case. Like, I like the size of it, but I hate the way you open it. Like, it's this little notch right here. It's not even a notch. It's a little, whatever the heck this is. It's not easy to open a case at all. You got to, that was the easiest I ever opened up the case. But you got to push down. It's almost like you pushing this door back. You see that? It literally feel like, and I'm pushing this in. It literally feel like I'm about to break the case. That's just not easy to open at all. That's just crazy. So the earbuds sit in here. So you take them out. I like the fact that they labeled them. You got the right and you got the left. One other thing about the case and the earbuds that they should have did. They should have made this magnetic to where when you put them in here, the magnetic just grabs it. Because when you sit them in here, even though they in there, sometimes they look a little funny. You don't think they connected to the charging pins. They should have made that magnetic. That would have been better. And once you close them up, this is how you know it's charging. It lights up at the bottom. You want to know how much battery life you got left? Well, you can tell by the light that's on the case. You plug it in. See that yellowish looking tint to the light? That means the battery is probably about halfway filled up. If it was red, that means the battery is really low. Once it starts flashing green, that means it's fully charged. By the way, when it's fully charged and it's flashing green, this light never goes out. So if it's in your room and light bothers you at night from sleeping, this will get on your nerves if you wake up, you steady see that. Because even though it's real small, Trust me, that light actually will get on your nerves. So that's that about the case. Okay. So let's get into this and let me show you how these things work. So you saw the unboxing. You know what was in the box, and you looking for these earbuds, but come on, man. You don't care about that. Come on now. What you really want to know. See, I gotta say stuff like that. What you really want to know. You want to know how loud are they? Will they work underneath your hearing protection at work without getting no Bluetooth cutouts or no signal loss? You want to know if there's enough bass. You want to know if you're going to get ear fatigue. And you want to know basically if it's worth spending $169 for some Jabra Elites. That's what you really want to know, right? All right, well, let's talk about it. So I'm going to tell you what my experience is. Your experience may be different, but let me tell you about my experience. So I like that when you put it in your ear, it say connected. I always like that. So when you put them in your ear, this is how you looking. Got them in there. You like this. So you're not out here looking silly with something bulging out of your ear. You looking all right. You got these in, and they nice and discreet. If you at work in a loud environment and you can't have your earphones and headphones out, you put these on right over them. And then you play your music. The thing about this, I'll tell you right now, you have to have your music low. You see where I had that volume level at? You're going to have it right up around in that range, because if you got it louder than that with these on and you at work, your boss going to come in the room and be talking to you, and all you're going to do is be seeing his lips move. He going to be like this. He going to be looking stupid like that. So don't get yourself in trouble not hearing anything at all. I noticed something. I couldn't figure out how to describe it. So the best way to describe it is to show you. So it's exactly like these. You know how you get these and you got to squish them up a little bit and then stick them in your ear? Right? You put them in your ear and then it start expanding. And you know how as soon as it expands fully, it block out all the sound, and all of a sudden you sound like you talking in a like real muffled or really low, but you don't really hear nothing else. That's exactly the same sensation that you have when you put these earbuds in. It's exactly like that. Now imagine doing that, but now you can turn on the sound. Now you can hear. That's how loud it is. When I was doing my research and some of the reviews were saying they're not loud enough, I'm thinking to myself, these people that's saying it's not loud enough obviously have some ear damage. They have some hearing problems, because these are sometimes too loud. I guarantee when you get these, if you get them, you will not, I repeat, you will not be blasting these at volume maxed out all day long. You won't do it. You won't do it because you need your hearing for the rest of your life. So why would you do something so foolish like that? Don't do nothing like that and blast them like that, because they are loud. And as far as bass, it's plenty of bass. In fact, some songs you're gonna have to go into the app and adjust the EQ and turn some of that bass down. When you get these, you're gonna have to download the app. You're gonna have to go to Google Play and download this app right here. And inside this app, it gives you more features. It tells you the battery life. And you see it on there where it says hear through. If you turn that on, like once you turn that on, this is what happens. there's some microphones on the outside of this. So you know that sensation you have when you got these stuffed in your ear and you can't hear anything? Well, what this does, once you turn that here through and turn the mics on, now all of a sudden you can hear that outside noise. Now it ain't as clear as taking them out of your ear, but it's at least you can, it kind of opens up your ear so you can at least hear. This is another thing I was going to say about the volume. There was this one song I was playing on my Google Play Music, and the volume to that song itself was kind of low. So I had to turn it up a little more than what I would normally, because I usually keep it at right around probably about a little bit under a halfway mark, you know, because it's like I say, you got that surround sound and that stereo effect. So it's definitely loud. But this one song in particular was, I think it was recorded at a lower volume. So I had to turn it up a little more on that song. But like, who wouldn't know? Like, it was, okay, it was a Frank Sinatra song. It was an old school song, but it was I just wanted to hear it though. So I had to turn that up a little more than what I would normally do. But then right when the next song played, I had to turn it back down. One of the main selling points was the battery for one, sound quality for two. Will they be comfortable to wear for an extended period of time? About the battery is absolutely gonna get you 5 hours easy. They advertise it at 5 hours and you will get your 5 hours. The sound quality, I think you really gonna appreciate that, because some of your old favorite songs you've been listening to since you were a kid, you're gonna hear stuff and instruments and just hear words that you probably didn't notice before. So I have no problem with the sound. The sound was very clear, which really surprised me, and I love that surround sound effect. As far as being comfortable to wear, they were comfortable for hours on end, but in my right ear, for whatever reason, I felt a little ear discomfort, so I switched out that tip with another one of my old Samsung earphones that I had, and problem solved. Remember, that wasn't a custom fit, so it wouldn't fit in a charging case, but it still worked. The worst thing I don't like about these is how you open the case. If they would have did something else with that, this would have been so much better. But the way you open the case is so trash. You gotta, I'm not even sure why they thought of that. Everything else they thought of, they was right on point. But opening a case is like they just completely dropped the ball. So I don't know what's up with that. That's crazy to me. Are these worth $169? I would say yeah. If you got the money, and I know that's not cheap, but if you got the money, go ahead and get it. If you can find some kind of Black Friday sale, Christmas sale, whatever sale they got going for these Jabra Elites, go ahead and get them. Just get them, because you will be happy that you did. This is definitely an investment. And since my next phone will be probably the S10, which is rumored that it will not have a headphone jack, I'm already coming ready to go right out the gate. So I would say go ahead and try them out for yourself. I definitely think you will agree with some of the things I was saying. If you have these, go ahead and tell me about your experience with them and what you like about it, what you don't like about it. I already laid out what I like about it. So, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, guys, I'm signing out. Talk to you in the next one. Peace.